while collaborating with actor and filmmaker Colin Hanks on a documentary about the life of the late comedy legend John Candy. Hollywood superstar Ryan Reynolds revealed that the team discovered archival footage of several journalists making unkind remarks about Candy during his lifetime. Reynolds personally reached out to one of these journalists to discuss it. Speaking to a full house at the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival, during a conversation about his life and career, the 48-year-old Deadpool actor shared that, as a producer on the new documentary, John Candy, I Like Me, he and director Colin Hanks decided to cut some footage that featured inflammatory comments about Candy's body. There were many things we left out of the documentary. Journalists just saying stuff. I called one of them. I didn't include it in the movie, but I called this journalist just to see, Reynolds explained to the audience. He emphasized that he wasn't trying to shame or teach the writer a lesson about what was said about Candy in the past. Reynolds recounted telling the journalist, I took it out of the movie, but I put it in if you wanted to talk about it. Because maybe you have something to say about it, about your journey whenever it comes to something like that. He described their conversation as thoughtful. The film still includes segments where journalists made fun of Candy, often directly to his face during interviews, about his weight, with each segment featuring Candy's often witty responses to questions about his body. Reynolds, a proud Canadian, became emotional when discussing Candy's impact on his life and Canada as a nation. He expressed that premiering the movie at TIFF made him deeply aware that this could be the last John Candy movie ever, and he wanted to ensure he honored the comedian's legacy by debuting it in Candy's home country. The film features interviews with Candy's famous friends such as Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Macaulay Culkin, Tom Hanks, Catherine O'Hara, Dan Aykroyd, Eugene Levy, Andrea Martin, and Spaceballs director Mel Brooks. It also includes insights from Candy's family, as they share experiences of growing up alongside the star. Christopher Candy, John's son, shared in an exclusive interview at TIFF that he and his sister, Jennifer Candy, witnessed their father's protective nature when working with Macaulay Culkin, who was 8 years old during the filming of the 1989 John Hughes movie, Uncle Buck, with their father. We had heard stories that Culkin had a tough situation at home and knew that, but I didn't really understand that's what he was getting at in his interview, Christopher said, referring to Culkin's allegations of a difficult relationship with his father, Kit Culkin. And it really hits as I watch the movie now that he really appreciated our dad kind of looking out for him, and that is a really sweet thing to see. In the film, Culkin talks about Candy's paternal energy with him on set. I think he always had that really great instinct. Even before the wave crested and the Home Alone stuff was happening, it was not hard to see how difficult my father was. It was no secret. He was already a challenging person, Culkin recalled. All of a sudden, fame and money came, and he became an infamous figure. He was already not a good guy. I think John was looking a little side-eyed like, is everything all right over there? You doing good? Good day? Everything's all right? Everything good at home, all right? The 2025 Toronto International Film Festival runs through September 14. John Candy, I Like Me debuts on October 10 on Amazon Prime Video.